welcome you to our YouTube channel PNJ Legal. We are 12-year-old law firm. On this YouTube channel, we are bringing lot of the complex legal topics to you. We are also presenting lot of business opportunities for the entrepreneurs to get ventured into.
Today's presentation, we will see what is NBFC and how can it be registered. A non-banking financial corporation of a company incorporated under the Companies Act 2013 or 1956. It is engaged in the business of loans and advances, acquisition of stocks, equities, debt, etc. Issued by the government of any local authority. The main objective of this type of a company is to accept deposits under any scheme or manner. According to Section 45 first of the RBI Act, a non-banking company carries on the business of a financial institution will be an NBFC. It is governed by the Minister of Corporate Affairs as well as the Reserve Bank of India. NBFCs who does not require registration with RBI. Housing finance companies regulated by the National Housing Bank. Insurance companies regulated by the Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India (IRDA). Stock broking regulated by the Securities and Exchange Board of India. Merchant banking companies regulated by the Securities and Exchange Board of India. Venture capital companies regulated by the Securities and Exchange Board of India. Companies that run collective investment schemes regulated by the Securities and Exchange Board of India. Mutual funds regulated by Securities and Exchange Board of India. Nidhi companies regulated by the Minister of Corporate Affairs (MCA). Cheat fund companies regulated by the respective state governments. What are the different types of NBFC? Following are the types of NBFC. First, on the basis of nature of activity, and second, on the basis of deposits. The procedure to incorporate an NBFC is: a company should first be registered under the Companies Act 2013 or under Companies Act 1956. The minimum net owned funds of the company should be Rs 2 crore. There should be a minimum of one director for the same background or a senior banker as a full-time director in the company. The CIBIL records of the company should be clean. After all of the above conditions have been satisfied, the online application on the website of RBI should be filled and submitted along with the requisite documents. A CARN number will be generated. A hard copy of the application also has to be sent to the regional branch of the Reserve Bank of India. After the application is properly scrutinized, the license will be given to the company. Is NBFC license with RBI required? The Reserve Bank of India regulates and supervises non-banking financial companies which are into the principal business of lending or acquisition of shares, stocks, bonds, etc., or financial leasing or hire purchase or accepting deposits. The principal business of financial activity is when a company's financial assets contribute more than 50% of the total assets and income from financial assets contribute more than 50% of the gross income. A company which fulfills both these criteria must have NBFC license. This test for NBFC license is popularly known as the 50-50 test. Therefore, companies engaged in agricultural operations, industrial activity, purchase and sale of goods, providing services or purchase, sale or construction of immovable property as their principal business and are doing some financial activity in a small way will not require NBFC registration. Types of NBFC license: Asset Finance Company (AFC), Investment Company, Loan Company, Infrastructure Systematically Important Core Investment Company, Finance Company, NBFC Factor, and Infrastructure Debt Fund. Get the application for NBFC license online and offline with the necessary documents to the regional office of the Reserve Bank of India. The following are the documents that need to be submitted for NBFC license. Information about the management, certified copies of certificate of incorporation and certificate of commencement of business in case of public limited companies, certified copies of up-to-date memorandum and articles of association of the company, details of clauses in the memorandum relating to financial business, copies of PAN and CIN allotted to the company, director's profile separately filled up and signed by each director, statutory auditor's certificate certifying that the company is not holding public deposits, statutory Auditors certificate certifying that the company is not carrying on any NBFC activity. Statutory auditor's certificate certifying net on fund as on date of the application. Details of authorized share capital and latest shareholding pattern of the company including the percentage. Copy of fixed deposit receipt and banker certificate of no land indicating balances in support of net on funds. Details of the bank balance, bank account, complete postal address of the branch, bank loan, credit facilities, etc. are left. Last 3 years audited balance sheet and profit and loss account along with directors and auditors report or for such shorter period as are available for companies already in existence. Business plan of the company for the next 3 years giving details of its A. Thrust of business, B. Market segment and C. Projected balance sheets, cash flows statement, asset income pattern statement without any element of public deposits. Source of the startup capital of the company substantiated with documentary evidence, self-attested bank statement, IT returns, etc. Certificate from the respective NBFC where the directors have gained NBFC experience, civil data pertaining to directors of the company, financial statement of the last 2 years of unincorporated bodies, if any, in the group where the directors may be holding directorship without substantial interest. Board resolution specifically approving the submission of the application and its contents and authorizing signatory. Board resolution of the effect that the company has not accepted any public deposit in the past, does not hold any public deposit as on the date and will not accept the same in future without the prior approval of Reserve Bank of India in writing. Board resolution stating that the company is not carrying on any NBFC activity, stopped NBFC activity and will not carry on, commence the same before getting registration from RBI, and certified copy of board resolution for the formulation of Fair Practices Code. After your company has been incorporated and has accumulated the minimum NOF, you need to follow the below procedure to get it registered as an NBFC with RBI. An application is to be submitted online with the required documents. A company application reference number CARN is generated upon successful submission. This reference number is of use during all future inquiries and communications. The hard copies of the documents and the form as uploaded online are to be sent to the regional office of RBI under whose jurisdiction your company falls. Once the submitted documents are found to be okay, the regional office sends the application to the central office of the RBI. There, the application and the documents are verified and a thorough background check is conducted. If the company meets all the terms and conditions specified in Section 45 First A of the RBI Act, the NBFC license shall be granted. Please remember to keep the required minimum capital in a deposit account free from all liabilities. Generally, this amount is kept in a fixed deposit FD. RBI shall verify this amount after your application as a deposit of the company with the concerned bank. Thank you.